Good morning, everyone. This is Ida. I have a project share, you guys. Actually, there was a couple of things I wanted to share with you. I had shared a punch that I bought. Now, where is that punch? Oh, I see it over there. I see it. If you guys could see the little corner that I work in, you would laugh because my table my table is piled up with paper and dyes and everything else. I bought this punch the other day and I showed it on one of my hauls, and it was actually kind of tricky to put it together, so I really had to look at the back of the packaging because it does show you how to put it together. But by the time you're done, look at how beautiful these are, you guys. But see, that was not one of this was like one of my first ones. This one was after that one because, you know, I made several, but, you know, it took me a little bit to conquer it. But this is what they look like, you guys. And maybe I should put it on something white because of what I have it on is so close to my skin color. It's like a rose gold. That's what they look like, you guys. I hope you guys can see them. They're so pretty. It's like a holographic rose gold. And it does punch out the bow and the tail and the heart. So that's what those look like. Somebody wanted to see what that looks like. So that's this punch right here, you guys. That's this. So that's what they look like. And I only made a few because I heard somebody say that they were discontinued. So if you guys are going to get them, you need to run out and get them because I guess there's something wrong with them. Some of them don't work. I think it was Miss Jamie Snurch who commented on that. And they told her they were discontinued. So if you want this, you better run out and get it and test it before. Make sure it works. And so that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. The other thing is that I've been playing with some of these dies, guys, that I bought during the sale that Cottage Cutz was having. And I'm going to show you what I created with it. Let me move these things out of the way because this is garbage. This is one of the dies I've been playing with, you guys, right here. So I'm going to show you what I made, and I'm going to share with you what I used to create that. So one of the things that I created, and I also used the little keys, you guys. Where are my keys? Right here. You guys hear that? Those are dies and different things that are falling off my table, and sometimes they fall in the trash, so I have to pay close attention. One of the things that I used are the keys from the Cottage Cutz, and then the other one that I used is the postage with the reindeer on it. So I used that from Cottage Cutz, and I wanted to share with you what I made. You know, guys, when we buy the coffees from Starbucks and they have the little mixer thing up here, the little plug, and I guess it's a stirrer as well. I really never get the stirrers because I don't never buy anything that I need to put sugar in it at Starbucks. Usually it already has it because I get like the pumpkin spice latte or whatever. So I never get one of these little stirrers, but when I was looking at the keys, I thought those would make great stirrers on the coffee cup Christmas card holders. Because I have this is the honeybee die, you guys. So here's one of the keys that I made, and it was short enough that I really didn't have to trim it off to put it underneath the lid. And then this little bow right here is the bows from Pink and Maine, the stitch ones, and this is the tiny one, the smallest one. But the tails that I used on here, you guys, I used the wrong ones. These are for the medium one. I was supposed to have used the smaller ones, and I kind of didn't even pay attention, and I did it that way, but it works. And then right here, these little branches, pine branches, I cut out with the Martha Stewart pine branch punch. And I think Tim Holtz has one like that. I'm not sure. So if you can't find that one, I think Tim Holtz has one. And then this is this little banner is from the paper line that I used. And I showed it a while back in a Hobby Lobby haul. That's where I bought it. So this one's a little bit more rustic, you guys. And I used the real coffee sleeve again because the die that goes to this is this one. So it's as wide as a real coffee sleeve. The only thing is, because I made it into a shaker and a thicker shaker, it wouldn't go around the cup. So I had to improvise. But truthfully, I like the way the real coffee sleeves look. So, but that will work if you make it flat, and it will look just as nice. Anyway, this is what I created, and I made it into a shaker. As you can see, you guys, it is a shaker. Now, the sleeve right here, all I did was I cut one of the pieces from here and lined the top of my sleeve with that. The back is just plain the way the coffee sleeves come, but the front is lined with paper. And then with my scallop punch, this is a 2 1/4 inch scallop punch, I punched out this scallop right here. And then right here, guys, is that little postage from the Cottage Cutz. And like I said, these, I caught that sale. Thank you, Nisha. My friend Nisha, who is Inspiring Beautiful Creation, she's the one that called me and told me about it. So we were both online shopping and on the phone. See how we're shopping with a friend. And anyway, I bought this postage one, and I thought I'll do something with it. But I was thinking, you know, what can I do next? What can I do that's new? And I really like the way it looks on here, you guys. And I love the way the key right here with the snowman, because there's reindeer, there's Santa, there's a snowman, and then there's a bell. And all I did was I cut him out in white, and I only cut him out twice in 110-pound cardstock. I should have cut him out another time, or maybe on poster board, but I didn't because he's a little flimsy. And then all I did was color him in. He's a little flimsy. The other one isn't. And here I used that paper line. Everything that I put on here, designer, is from one paper pad. So there's the snowman. The frame has snowflakes. And then I just added my little sequence mix inside in the blues and, you know, silvers and iridescent. That's all I did in there. And I cut this top piece. The die comes with the top piece right here that you can cut the lid part. And then this big frame right here, this is all one piece, you guys. And so that's what I cut it that with. And then the shaker part has an individual piece as well. It's this one right here, you guys, to make the shaker. And it does come with the little circle, you know, like for the center here. But this circle was a little bit small, and it wasn't big enough to go underneath the North Pole Cottage Cutz die, because that would have been great to add some kind of sparkle, cut out a circle and some kind of sparkle or glitter paper, and then put that die all over it. But that's fine. It still looks good. And let me show you, right here's the item number. And I messed mine up, you guys. I ruined mine. I'm going to have to buy another one. I didn't realize that I was cutting something smaller. Actually, not smaller. I was using this die, but I was only cutting half of it in my acetate with it. And it wouldn't go through, and I was forcing it to go through, and I saw it bend. And I backtracked really quick, but I had already ruined it. And I didn't realize that I had an extra acrylic plate on my machine. So there went that. I'm going to have to buy another one, you guys. But it's called the Coffee Cup Card, and it's Honey Cutz. So this is by Honeybees Stamps. And I don't see an item number, you guys. Yeah, I don't see an item number, but it is called Coffee Cup Card. So if you guys want to hop on over, I don't even know if it's still available, because I bought mine when somebody that was in a swap, they did one. Maybe Gems Isle, I'm not sure. And they gifted us one. Or maybe Nittany's Crafts. It was one of those ladies anyway. But she had it, and she gifted us one. And it was really pretty. So after I saw that, I went back to look at her video, and I saw what she had used, and I purchased it. So I cut that out just in a regular ivory cardstock. Now for the pocket in here, this doesn't come with a pocket, you guys. So you have to get a pocket die to go in here to make it into a gift card holder. And this does hold the gift card, and it holds it in pretty snug, so it's not gonna, you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything. But I've used this one before, you guys. So like I said, and it's snug in here, you guys. It's not too snug, it's just perfect. So I'm going to show you what die I use to cut the pocket. This is the die, you guys. It's by Lawn Fawn, and it's called, let me see. There is the item number for that, and it's called the Stitch Gift Card Pocket. And it is by Lawn Fawn. So that comes with the pocket, it comes with a heart, and then the hugs right there. Unless you have another die that's a gift card holder, then I'm sure the pocket would work for this as well. But that's the other die that I used. And like I said, I kept it pretty plain because I'm going to order some type of snowman stamps to stamp on here with a snowman sentiment. But I think this is really cute, you guys. And then you just put it in the sleeve. And on this one, guys, I used 2 layers of the foam. The foam sheets is what I use, and I cut it out with my machine. And it does cut it. And the reason I use 2 is because it's the 2mm. I wasn't able to find any of the 3mm, but I found the 2. So I had to double it up. I don't know if I like that yet, but you know, it does give you plenty of room for your sequins to move around. And then, like I said, I just cut a sentiment from the paper. So that's one of the ones that I created. Now, these right here, roses right here, are from the Happy Mail that I received yesterday from Miss Sherry. Remember I told you guys, that's not tissue paper. Those are roses. Those are flowers. Well, after I got done recording, I made a couple of flowers with that tissue paper. And that's what they look like. And I used one of them. I made a Santa Baby one. Here's the Santa Baby one, you guys, with the holographic rose paper. And that's from this, let me show you where it's from, because I just hauled this and I shared it with you guys. It's solid rose gold matte stack and by Die Cuts with a View. And I picked this up at Joann's. So that's where that's from. And here's the key, guys. I had already done previously cut the keys in a copper, so I already had them in my package in copper. And so I put the Santa up here because I used the Santa Baby paper. So this is, you could say, the stirrer or the plug to the top of my cup. Here's another little chipboard piece from the Santa Baby collection. The top to the lid, I cut it out of that rose quartz. And I have just a regular coffee sleeve. And I layered it with, again, the holographic rose gold. It's got like some kind of pattern on it. When I move it around, you can see that it's got a pattern, holographic pattern on it. So that's what I layered it with. And then this is the Santa Baby music note paper. One of the sheets has music notes. And here again, you guys, see how by just cutting it out of the copper, how it steps it up, it makes it more elegant. So here it is in the red and here it is in the copper to match the Santa. Here's one of those roses, you guys, that I made out of the tissue paper. You know, it's one of the smaller ones. And I added stickles to that. And then here's these little pine branches again. And I had scraps of the paper that had metallic in it from the Santa Baby. So you can see little pieces of metallic on here. And then I do have a metallic paper that matches the paper line. So that's what I made with this, you guys. And this is a shaker. So I just slide off the sleeve. And this little bead right here, it's got a little bead. I wish I could have found more. I found it in my kitchen in the floor. My granddaughter bought something that had some little beads in there. And she dropped one on the floor and I picked it up. I thought, oh, I know what I can do with that. So I just glued it up there, you guys. But look at how pretty the sleeve looks, you guys. It's so pretty. And I didn't really have any candy cane dies or anything to, you know, stick a little candy cane in there. But I suppose that you could. Now on this one, I cut it where you could see the Santa in the window, in the shaker window. I only used 1 layer of foam in this one. Again, a 2mm. And the sequence moves around, but you aren't able to put as much, you guys. And I think in this one, you could actually make the sleeve with the one that comes with it. the die that comes with it, and it might work. It might not be too snug. And but look at how pretty it looks, guys. And I forgot, you guys, I should have added Wink of Stella to the beard and the hat and the little trim on the Santa coat. But I just didn't even think about it until after I had already put it together, and I didn't want to try and take it apart. Now, the top part, the lid, I used to stack 2 pieces of foam all the way across, so it's double thickness on the dimensional tape in there to make it, you know, be higher than this part right here. So I really love the way that looks. And then you open it up, and here is the pocket. The pocket for the gift card. And again, I cut it out of just little scraps because the pocket is really tiny. So I was able to just get it out of a scrap. And there you go, you guys. And I didn't stamp anything on it, but I can, and I probably will. But I just didn't do it right now. But look at how nice that is. And then, of course, you would just put the sleeve back on it. And your card is not going anywhere because the pocket is snug. And because the sleeve, the higher you move it up, the more snug it gets. Now, I didn't put my seal on here or anything because I'm going to put these in the Happy Mail that I'm working on. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. The sequence that I have is just sequence that I bought here and there. Usually I get it. Michael's has a nice selection, and that's usually where I get it. Sometimes I buy some online, but I think this particular one came from Michael's. But, you know, it does, you can't put a lot in there because it does move, but not, you know, not like the other one that has the double layers. But it's really pretty, guys, and it was real simple to make. Until I ruined my die, of course. And I have to tell you guys, I probably will go back there and purchase another one. Even though I can cut it out with my brother's Scan and Cut, I like, I always tell Nisha that I like the clean cut, even in Carolyn, my friend Carolyn from Tea Time and Dolls. I always tell them that I like the clean embossed edge that you get when you cut with a die. So I'm thinking that I need to go back there and purchase another one. But these are the 2 things, guys, that I created. And let me show you what the cup die looks like. This is the one that comes in the set 2 as well. But see right here, you guys, can you see it where I damaged it? I bent it, and on top of that, I not only bent the frame, I bent the edge that cuts. So when I have used it after that, and it didn't cut this little piece. I had to snip it off. It still works, but I'm just that way, I guess. I want my stuff to be the way it's supposed to be. So anyway, that's the die that I used. I hope you guys like this project. I always try to give you something new, and I am going to be playing with more of my Cottage Cutz dies, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So I'm still going to continue in the Christmas crafting right now because I have a lot of Happy Mail that I want to get done, that I want to gift different people with. My new friends that I've made on YouTube, people that have blessed me, you know, I want to be able to do the same. This is one of the other dies that I haven't cut yet, you guys, but I took it out because I want to cut with this. And I think this would look beautiful on one of the sleeves, like just this and maybe a poinsettia in the center, right on the coffee sleeve. I think this would be really pretty. You might be seeing that. Or maybe I'll make it into embellishment. I don't know. But that's what I created, you guys. I hope that this gives you ideas. I really, like I said, I love the fact that this little keys, they look, you know, you can use them as the stir or the plug that goes in the top of the to-go lid. But that's all I had to share with you guys today. I hope everyone has a great day. And I hope, guys, that this inspires you, you know. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, when you see a video and people sharing their things and you want to run out and buy it, you know, but we have to be very careful, you know, because especially 9 times out of 10, the woman runs the finances in the home. So we have to be careful. You know, I'm not showing you this so you'll run out and buy it. But if you have the means, then, you know, I would do it. To be honest, you know, this is the one thing that I do for myself and I really enjoy it. I hope everyone's having a great day. I know I already said that before, but truly, I wish you all a great day. God bless. See you later. Bye.